COVID-19, politics, world struggle, immigration. I'm not going to talk about any of those things. Aren't you glad? So many people talking about them. And you know how they talk about them? Fatalistically. They talk about them like the problems are insurmountable. And this is where we have a real difficulty in this country. I want to introduce you to two words today. Common sense. S-I-N-C-E. I wrote it out for you. We spare no expense for graphics. Common sense. In other words, since this has happened, how can we find a common solution that will set in motion the kind of energy that can make a world better? Because life doesn't work the way we think it does. It doesn't work like something comes up and we beat it and we go on. That's not what happens. Life goes along, something comes up, we evolve, we change. The Depression, for instance, in this country, evolved us in our ways of handling labor and evolved us in our ways of handling things like Social Security for the old people. We evolved through that depression to come out the other end with more intelligence and more intelligent solutions. This is what we're supposed to do. Common sense. Since this has happened, how can we find the common ground to bring us back to where we want to be, and maybe even better? Maybe even better. The tendency is to think that we're going to survive COVID-19, or worse, that somehow we're going to conquer it. It's going to go away. We're going to speak it out of existence, and it's going to disappear, and we're going to be back to the same old thing we used to do. While simultaneously, for years and years, we've been needing to discuss education in this country. Got to do it now, don't we? We've been needing to discuss the fact that, let's say something like football, that's been causing so many injuries, needed to have a healthy discussion. You know what? I'll bet we're going to have it. Now, I'm not asking COVID-19 to come in for a standing ovation for helping us pursue some of these things. But I want you to know this is a time for the United States, for our world, to wake up. So we don't want to deal with things like climate control. We don't know whether it's real or not. We've got some time here to think about it and to do something if we want to. Because since this has happened, we have a common problem where we're seeking common solutions with each other. Because the goal in life is very simple. The goal in life is not to have everything go well. The goal in life is not to have everything go bad. The goal in life is for everything to come along and for us to find a way to discover contentment, to become content in the things that happen in our life. How do we do that? I know this. You don't do that by just praying. You don't do that by just working really hard. You do that by having good cheer guide you. Good cheer is the admission that this thing is not going to destroy me. Nothing happens until I show up. Nothing is over until I give up. Nothing happens until we show up. Nothing is over until we give up. That's good cheer. That's when we say, listen, COVID's doing a very bad thing right now, and we're not going to pretend like it's not serious. But we're going to take this time, since this has happened, to find common miracles, to find common ground, to find common discoveries that will make our world better, not worse. We're not going to come out of this stumbling. We're going to come out of this standing tall because we've used our common sense to have good cheer to discover the answers.